Agent 47 is a man of many talents, having the ability to kill just about anyone that classifies as his target using a variety of different ways. Well, what if one day Agent 47 decided to do something a little taboo? A little dubious, as some would say. What if this silly goober managed to get his hands on just a drop of ketamine and decided to go completely off the rails? Well, let me tell you, the result of that would probably be something like what I'm about to do in today's video. The Himmapan Hotel, located somewhere in Bangkok, is a luxurious space for anyone looking to have some time off and enjoy their much needed vacation. Mostly reserved for the most elite of the elite rich people, this place is in fact not like Epstein's Island, and fortunately you won't be finding any kids here. Instead, what you're gonna be finding is today's targets. An old man with enough hair left on his head to convince his delusional ass that he isn't balding, and a wannabe singer, both more delusional than the other. However, these two targets don't even matter in the slightest, as today everybody that dared to even step foot in this hotel will now be a victim of Agent 47's ketamine-induced crimes. The only rules for this run is to do the job discreetly enough to the point where I don't alert every police officer in a 5-mile radius and accidentally start an all-out gunfight with law enforcement. Although I may or may not break that rule just a little at the end of the video, but stick around to find out, and let's get into it. The layout of the hotel is pretty simple, having two main wings where most of the hotel rooms reside, with a lobby in the very middle for reception partnered with somewhat of a dining area. Moving below the main areas, you have an area that's mostly reserved for the employees. At the very back of the hotel, you have a gate entry point where the security has the place tightly secured. Lastly, at the very front of the hotel, you have probably the busiest area of the map, where all of the divorced moms get to shit-talk their ex-husband to each other while sipping on a martini that they can barely afford. Obviously, with such a busy map, I must have some strategy in mind, right? The strategy was simple. Eliminate the upper floors of the two hotel wings, as these would most likely have less traffic than the ground floors. Secondly, silently wiping out the back of the hotel while making sure to grab the pesticide that was for some reason very conveniently placed. Like, bro, you literally have one job. The next step was to wipe out the kitchen, with probably some of the least amount of traffic coming in and out of there. Then the next strategy was to use the previously grabbed pesticide and poison the ventilation system, knocking everyone in the main lobby out cold, making it easy for me to finish them off. And then lastly, somehow managing to silently take out the entire front part of the hotel, which would prove to be the most difficult part of this challenge. So now that you know about the rules and my overall strategy, going into this hotel was gonna be no simple challenge. With security cameras sometimes placed at the most random places and some floors being extremely populated with civilians, this would prove to be a very daunting task to take on. Some floors were just outright impossible to do silently, so obviously the next best thing to do is to kill everyone in the vicinity quick enough before they even know what's happening. Agent 47 was basically a walking representation of instant death with how many people he kills that don't even know what's going on. So starting off, I decided to change my plans a bit and head down into the basement facility, as there's basically nobody shuffling in and out of there, which means I can leave the deceased people wherever I wanted because literally no one would be coming to find them. Yeah, that's right. Nobody will find them. This place was pretty easy. Some of the security took my bait really well, to the point where I wondered how they even became a security guard in the first place. Like, this guy just saw his friend get snagged into the darkness a second ago and immediately falls for the exact same trap 10 seconds later without questioning it.
Moving in for a closer look.
The two targets of this mission were going to be pretty easy once I've taken out more parts of the map, but the problem with the really big bald guy is he was always patrolling on the very front side of the hotel, and only very rarely coming to the kitchen whenever he was, you know, hungry. Meaning that I rarely even had a chance to kill him in the first place, so I made sure to leave this guy for the very last. However, moving on to the second target was going to be very easy. Seeing as he was on the upper floors of the hotel room, I decided to clean out first, which means I won't have too much difficulty getting to him. Speaking of that, moving on, I decided to start clearing the guards and some of the other staff out of the third floor. This was again pretty easy. Moving up, some of the staff were placed in some very annoying spots where they could easily see me if I decided to wipe out the rest of their staff teams. But after a little theory crafting and some very strategic gameplay, it took me about an hour after I had finally wiped out the entire right wing of the Himmapan Hotel with not a single soul left standing. That guy over there is gonna hear me. Maybe not. There is some potential here. It'll require some very specific executions though, like this. Do you think they're ever gonna look back? I wonder. I think that kind of worked. Alright, I regret to inform everybody that this is their last day of living. Now moving down to the lower floors of the hotel, and the next target for clearance is the kitchen. Taking them out really fast before they have the chance to call for help was really the best strategy to take on this part of the hotel. For some reason I chose the worst moment to clear out the kitchen, because just as I clear everyone out, a waiter decides to enter the kitchen and very conveniently catches me red-handed. And I made the simple mistake of choosing to save just as I had killed everybody in there, meaning I was stuck in a loop of trying to take care of this guy while making sure that the entire hotel lobby doesn't see my crimes in action. Shit, no, it's so scuffed. It's so fucked, bro. I have to start over. But after a few tries, I managed to kill him without causing a problem, which now meant I had the kitchen crossed off of my list. Moving over to the left of the hotel, however, is where things start to get a little difficult. The first floor was pretty simple. All who were there were a few guards, some people who were part of the pest removal crew, and very luckily I happened to find the owner of the hotel in her office down there too. Yo, what's up, guys? Alright, problem solved. Now, yeah, they could just stay dead here. I'm not gonna do the... What body found? Oh my god, are you fucking with me right now, though? How? Why would you even look inside? Like... Alright, let's hurry up before that woman sees it again. Alright, you think she's gonna notice the other body? Surely not. Alright, problem solved in that regard. Now, let's move on. Moving up a floor is where it starts to become very hard to kill everyone without becoming suspicious. You had people from the sound crew, security for the sound crew, hotel guards, and some hotel staff all together in one floor. Not to mention that you had the hotel guards' headquarters in the middle of it all, monitoring every inch of the hotel. My strategy kind of started to fall a bit flat here, as there was technically no way I was going to take them all out one by one without anybody getting suspicious. And if I messed up somehow, all the guards would start running out of the security room and spark an all-out war within the hotel. Or worse, send me straight to the pearly gates. So I devised a strategy where I take out the camera first and eliminate everybody extremely quickly using my raw gamer skill before anyone causes a ruckus. You know what, you feel me? These guys won't know a thing because they're brain dead. Hold on, let me drop a save just in case. I am the worst. Oh my god, I missed it twice. Oh, I should not ever carry a weapon ever, bro. Good lord, my aim is dog shit. How did that even happen, bro? My crosshair was on it and I still missed it. That's crazy. What the hell is this? What? Alright, we're not gonna talk about that. Why are we watching the static noise of the universe? Come on, guys. You know better than this. I missed. I keep on missing. Alright, we're fine. Yep, that works perfectly. Snap his neck and problem solved. Now that this was over, naturally what I had to do next was clear out the security room, and that floor was basically dealt with. Let me just move you behind here too, because you're taking it. Alright, that should be fine, right? Nobody should be able to see this with, like, no normal person. Come here. Oh god. Alright, problem solved. I'm dropping a save because Lord knows I'm not doing that again. Now, nothing can really describe the experience of having to clear out the highest floor in this wing of the hotel. Obviously, the hotel thought it would be a splendid idea to bring an entire band to crash out on the floor while they performed their questionable music practices. This wasn't a great idea, by the way. Now, although the song itself isn't too bad, I'd say it's quite a bop actually. However, I definitely don't think it is a great idea to clear out hundreds of people while this song proceeded to constantly loop in the background for the entire time I was there. There was just sound crew everywhere, and of course their security was there too, patrolling around the area. It took me a little trial and error, but I eventually managed to clear out enough people to the point where I could reach my target and take him out without anyone even noticing. I still don't know how these people didn't see this guy get choked while they were like 5 feet in front of me. Clearing out this floor was surprisingly quick. Before I knew it, the security was all cleared out, and I just decided, hey, screw it. I'm gonna shoot everybody in the head. I don't care who notices. I mean, who's gonna stop me anyways? Perfecto. Nobody's snitched. Nobody's here. Everybody's dead. Now we move on to our final part of the plan. Now I was finally entering the final stages of this challenge. All I had left to do was go out back, grab the pesticide, knock everyone in the main lobby out with my silly goofy rat poisoning, and clear out the front part of the hotel. The runtime of this video is driving me crazy with the amount of editing I have to do, so I'm gonna make this next part quick. Going out back, there was basically just a bit of security and some random employees scattered around. After a few tries, I cleared out just about everybody there, shot this guy in the head, and took his pesticide bottle. Next, I made my way to the vent room. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop. Now all that was left to do was knock everyone out cold and proceed with everything as planned. But there was one very small, teensy-weensy minor issue that would arise after doing this. Although after everyone inside was knocked out cold, that still wouldn't stop some NPCs from following their path and see that the entire hotel lobby was unconscious, and they would naturally start to wake them up after a little while. Which means I could either do this, get spotted by someone and kill everyone by going on a maniacal rampage, or I could take my time strategizing a way to take everyone out silently without anybody noticing. No. So anyways, I started blasting. Now as mentioned before, killing everyone in the front of the hotel would be very hard to do. Although not impossible, I definitely didn't feel like I wanted to waste another 3 hours just to kill everybody there silently. So naturally, I took the time to clear as many of the unconscious people out of the main lobby until someone spotted me. And after that, I let the ketamine consume our dear friend Agent 47, and then I just let the chaos ensue. Obviously, I could have taken my time with this challenge and I could have, wasted 7 hours of my life and try to figure out how to do this, silently without anybody noticing. And hey, I think it's more entertaining to watch Agent 47 murder a bunch of people in cold blood. I know it's been quite a while since I've uploaded. I'm coming back, alright? I swear I'm coming back. Anyways, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Do it right now. I am literally in your walls. Do it right now. I see you. You're not pressing the subscribe button, are you? Yeah, you better. Do it right now. That's about it. Bye.